I'm Adam Collins and this is Crick Buzz Centerstage from the Oval, the venue where India will play Australia on Sunday. Rivalries don't come any bigger in cricket, and the fact that it's in the 2019 World Cup, it's going to be absolutely brilliant. The atmosphere around this wonderful cricket ground will be absolutely electric. Now, of course, today it's been, by contrast, empty and cold and wet and rained off. There was no training sessions. You can probably see the covers on the pitches across the square. It meant that India called off their training session. Australia did likewise. But India, for their part, have come up to London knowing that they're going to be playing an Australian side, which is different in complexion to the one they played 8 times in one-day internationals earlier this year. Principally Mitchell Starc and Pat Cummins, but let's focus on Starc. He was excellent at the death against West Indies yesterday in a game where Australia won ugly. And they needed to learn how to win ugly after a really tough time in the one-day format of the game. Mitchell Starc took 5 wickets, his first 5-wicket haul since the last World Cup 4 years ago, where he was the player of the tournament. When the game was there to be won against the West Indies, Starc was able to bowl full and straight, get the ball reverse swinging, and he was ultimately the difference between the two sides. But he knows whenever he comes up against India in any format of the game, the main man he always has to target is Virat Kohli, the captain, the supremo of Indian cricket. And here was Starc talking about the contest ahead of him when he bowls against the mighty Virat.
We know they're a fantastic team. They've got depth in their batting. They're strong throughout. Virat's obviously one of their key batsmen. Rohit scored 100 as well. So we'll have a chat about them as a bowling group. But at the same time, we've got to remember what we can control, and that's how we, I guess that's our strengths and where we want to bowl to the conditions as well.
I mentioned the rain that's infected this tournament over the last 12 hours or so, but nothing will dampen this fixture here at the Oval. It's going to be brilliant, and nor will it dampen Australia's confidence. Now, it has to be remembered that coming into 2019, they were a side that no one really pegged for a semi-final berth. They might have been the defending champions. They might have been dominant in World Cups past, but they just hadn't strung it together or gelled in the last few years. It could not be further from the truth now that they've really hit their stride at the right time. They've won their last 10 one-day internationals, including 3 against India in India, which gives them an enormous amount of confidence to play the men in blue at this stage of the tournament. They are very happy indeed to get India now when they've got their tails up. In India have only played 1 game in the tournament against South Africa at the Rose Bowl a couple of days ago. They're not going to underestimate them. They know this is no easy win. India, on their day, can beat anyone. They could annihilate Australia on Sunday, but they know now that the reverse could be true as well. So it does whet the appetite for what is going to be tomorrow a spectacular build-up. I'm sure there'll be people everywhere watching training. I'll be here, of course, on Centerstage with Harsha Bogle with the build-up, with the pre-game press conferences, and of course, don't miss a thing on Crick Buzz Live when we get to Sunday. It's going to be huge. Adam Collins signing off from the Oval. We'll talk to you throughout the weekend.